Yeah, well, we've had really a very smooth session, I would say, relatively speaking. Senators on both sides of the aisle have gotten along very well, I think. They tended to the people's business. We passed both budgets. Everyone got down to business on that. We passed them in record time. I don't think we've ever passed budgets like we did this year in 10 or 15 minutes each. But I think expectations may have been so low that all senators on both sides of the aisle were really happy just to pass budgets that would allow schools to stay open. No teachers were fired. So we had a lot of good success there, I think. We have two important bills before the body now in conference committee. One is dealing with the PAC legislation, trying to make the PAC program whole for the coming year. I think the conferees and the legislature is going to do something about PAC today and tomorrow. We also have the road bill, which is the $1 billion road bill plan, which is in conference committee, that I think will be resolved, and I think we'll have that going in the future. The House is debating the bingo bill, which is a huge vote. No one knows how that vote's going to go. It's a very close vote. So we've got a lot going on here the last few days, but we've, I think, really had a pretty good session when you look at the economic situation we're under this economic downturn. So we've done okay. You know, nobody has a crystal ball. There's some very tightly contested races all over the state. I do think this. I think no matter which way it goes in the Senate, it's going to be very tight. I think you're going to have very tight margins, whether the Democrats control or the Republicans control. It's going to be a very, very close vote count. You know, one or two votes either way in the Senate. It's going to be important that we put the elections behind us after the elections occur in November, and we try to go into an organizational session focused on some bipartisan support for things that are worthwhile here in the state. That's going to be very important that we have. Yeah, it's going to be the tighter it gets. Sometime you're forced to work together. But it's going to be important that we put the election behind us and move forward, because it is going to be tight one way or the other.